Oh yeah, I hope you get that question.
Okay. Wait. Are we recording it? Yes. We are. Welcome to another question video with Jack instead of Mark this time. We should do this again with Mark sometime. I need to find Mark. Mark's been missing. Anyways.
Not good enough for you.
Oh, you are very much. You're great. You're fantastic.
You're dodging the question, as it were.
Oh, speaking of questions, we have 800 random questions in a random number generator, and we're about to answer question number 109. So long it doesn't go against our. So long we feel comfortable answering. What's your favorite clean word?
Cantaloupe.
Archaeology. Actually, we were at a workshop, and this was the question. Did you?
Oh yeah, the workshop.
Yeah,
I definitely said cantaloupe if I was at that workshop.
They said any language, and I really wanted to say pecueca, which in Spanish means the smell of bad feet.
That is awesome.
But I was just like, that's just so weird. And so I just said archaeologist, which is my sister's favorite word.
Okay, wait, we have to wait in case we get 0 next time, which there is a 1 in 801 chance that we will. What should we do?
We dance.
No, something that can be heard on... Okay, question number 19.
We make animal noises. 19.
119.
Which form of public transport do you prefer? Definitely the train.
Yeah, train is much better than bus. As bad as the train is in Boston, it's much better than the bus in Boston. Also much better than the train in Glasgow.
Yeah. Isn't it cool, though? It's a circle.
Yeah, it's cool, but it's not actually a very good... Like, it's really... Glasgow is just sort of... Glasgow.
Have you ever built a snowman? No.
Yes. Multiple times. Most of them in New Hampshire, at the near the condo that my grandparents own.
That's cute. What's your favorite type of foreign food?
Wow. Foreign food. I guess foreign would mean, in this case, anything not from Europe, since I'm white. And to that I would have to say coconut Indian bread.
That's good.
Yeah.
I haven't had many real foreign food. Like, I mean, I like Chinese food, but that's not really Chinese food, is it?
No.
682.
682.
Who was your first best friend?
A boy who shared the same birthday as me. And that was back when my friendships were like, who could make me laugh the hardest? And we would like laugh together. That was fun.
I plead the fifth. 499. Actually, my first best friend was a guy named Philip. I haven't talked to him in a while.
I had a best friend named Philip once. I don't really subscribe to the idea of best friendship anymore.
Yeah, me neither.
Really.
Like,
do you want to go more into depth about why? Because I'm interested to hear your reasons.
I mean, my reason is like whenever I called someone my best friend, they've always used it as like something to put over me as an excuse to treat me like shit.
Yeah, I just feel like there's something about first of all, the exclusivity of it, where it's like, oh, like say like, oh, Edgar, you're my best friend. And so that means to like all of my other really good friends, like they're not my best friend. They're just like, oh. And then like, well, people change. What if one of them becomes my best friend? What if you refer to me as your best friend and I'm like, oh, actually, no, I have a new best... Like, also just... I don't know. My idea of relationships has changed. That includes romantic and platonic relationships.
Yeah. It's very true.
Question number 120.
120. If you could change anything about yourself, what would it be?
Wow.
Wow.
I have a lot to change about the world.
But
myself, and I would still be existing in this world. That's a hard... I would give myself a superpower, but actually realistically, this question, I would love to read more.
Yeah, I wish I liked reading more.
I mean, I had read the most wonderful book when I was in like 7th grade. It is still my favorite book. It's the most amazing book I've ever read, and it inspired me to actually start writing. And I started writing my own stories with the intention of writing a novel. But because of schoolwork and shit, I had I don't know, and because I feel like just like the growing amount of schoolwork has constrained my time after school to like an hour about.
Yeah.
And
except for today.
Yeah, except for, it's Friday. And I've used that hour to like unwind, and I can't really unwind with a book. It requires concentrated reading. It's an activity, not a passivity, and sometimes I just need a passivity.
694.
Wait, you didn't answer the question, Edgar.
I totally agree with you, though. I wish I liked things like that more. Have you ever seen a therapist?
/shrink.
Yes.
Which I guess is a nickname for a therapist.
Yeah.
Are we almost done with this video?
I think we have 4 minutes left.
Okay. So, sorry, the question. Right. No, I have never seen a therapist.
I have, and I feel like a lot of people don't when they really should, because they feel like going to one makes them quote crazy or something, but really there is nothing to feel bad about if you need help. So if you want help, you want to change something or something, and you want to see a therapist, go see one. It's very helpful.
Yeah, you once told me that every single teenager should get a therapist.
Do
you stand by that? That was like a year ago.
I think being a teenager is just really strange, and having someone to just say everything to and having them respond in such a way is helpful. But really, I think therapy is for anyone who needs it, and who wants it. Because it just doesn't work if you don't want it.
Now, here's a question. Before we answer question number 365, which is what we just drew on the random number generator. Well, it's the number of days in a year. Here's a question for you. Do you think that the strangeness of being a teenager is mostly constructed, due to stuff like school and, mostly school is the biggest thing? Or do you think it is a sort of natural phase to go through? Or do you think it's a combination of both? And if so, which is it more of?
I don't know. It's the way we kind of constructed the way we live as teenagers, it's I don't know, it feels like you have so many deadlines because, 18, oh, you're an adult now, and it's very
21,
arbitrary.
Oh, you can drink now.
You're 16, oh, you're able to drive now.
Also, you think there's a lot of difference between, say, the way that people treat, 6-year-olds versus the way people treat 13-year-olds. But I don't know. I just started working with younger children recently, supervising them in an art room, and just seeing adults, the way they interact with children, it's very much the same despite massive age differences. I always find that very interesting, that we have sort of taken childhood and extended it to an artificial 18 years.
Yeah.
Even to the point where you're 17 years old, supposedly being older gives you, more experience and more responsibility, yet you still have to ask to go to the bathroom, and you're still subjected to the whims, subjected 100% to, adults' authorities, whether they're, parents or teachers.
Yeah. 365, do you live by any motto or philosophy?
My motto is fuck mottos, and my philosophy is just do what feels right.
That's a very...
Take care of myself. Try to enjoy life.
Yeah. Too many people don't. Alright, this is going to be the final question. Maybe once do it fast. 328 is the question. And it is, could you ever be a medical guinea pig?
No. That's kind of a terrible question to ask on. I mean, to end on. Because of the horrible history and ongoing medical racism in the US.
Yeah. We will continue this in another commentary. Stay tuned. I won because I'm really good at the game. Bye.
Now I feel bad about not making any references to the game.